News Talk 550 and 92.1 WSVA.
Mike Schickman Show on a Friday. Very pleased to have our next guest, a customer service expert by the name of Michael Ray Newman. He heads up training for Zig Ziglar International. I'm sure you remember Mr. Ziglar and his work. Michael and his team advise companies nationwide in developing workers. And our topic this afternoon is something that, if it wasn't as silly as it seems, it would be noteworthy, and it still is. It's about a Texas high school that has banned their students from wearing National Honor Society stoles at graduation. Explain to me, Michael, why anybody would think of doing that.
I don't have a good explanation, brother. I mean, my daughter is an elementary school 9-year-old in Texas here. We have benchmark testings for them. They gave out awards last year for the kids who did really good on the benchmarking test. Parents complained, so they didn't give them out this year because their kids didn't score as well. I'm at a loss.
You know, the funny, if this was in New York or Jersey or Massachusetts or California, I wouldn't blink. But the fact that it is in Texas, in Plano, Texas, for that matter, is kind of bizarre, because Texas schools, and especially all of their activities, teach kids that one team, one person could be a winner, and the next one a loser, and you just pick yourself up and go on to the next.
That's exactly right. This story's been on the news quite a bit, and we're having a hard time finding anybody that is agreeing with it. I guess the helicopter generation parents have filtered down here to Texas. Is what I believe is what's happened here. It's we feel like it's pretty ridiculous on that point, but that's where and how we've always been able to do. We benchmark ourselves by how well we do. And no matter what it is, if it's athletics, if it's in extracurricular activities, or in school.
Well, I was looking at a story about this from today's GOP USA. And not only does it talk about the problem in Plano, but according to the Washington Times, Wake County School in North Carolina voted to stop naming high school valedictorians and salutatorians. Wow. And I understand at a high school here in the gorgeous Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, previously known as God's country, a local high school doesn't select valedictorians and salutatorians. And in the News and an Observer, I guess it's a Raleigh paper, they say that they are going to kind of switch to a language that colleges use to recognize high-achieving students. Now, I seem to remember when magna cum laude, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, and I grew up in New York, so a Regent Merit Scholarship, of which I was a winner myself.
Congratulations.
No, it's not, because it didn't prove anything. I've been in radio for 35 years. But you know what I'm saying is that why are we so surprised that our economy's in the dumpster, our political system is a toilet, that our international image is down in the dumpster as well, and we can't figure out who's supposed to go to which bathroom? When we don't acknowledge that there are some kids who are brighter, and why should a kid even strive if there's no recognition?
Well, that's what this is promoting, and that's just ludicrous across the board. Our country was built on struggle and failure, and you know as well as I do, the times you've struggled, you look back and those turned out to be some of the best things that could have ever happened to you. Well, this is filtering up. I mean, and when I mean up, we have spoken, and Ziglar's worked with college universities that professors have asked us how to communicate with the new millennials and their parents, because the parents are calling on when a kid gets a bad grade on a test paper in college. Forbes magazine did an article about their college graduate that got a negative review and got a phone call from a parent at a Fortune 500 company. It is comical, but a little scary.
Now, you're a parent in that school system.
Not in Plano, no.
I'm
south. I'm there a little north of Dallas, and I'm a little south of Dallas in a little bit of a smaller town.
What town are you in?
I'm in Midlothian, Texas.
Midlothian, Texas. There. Well, that's okay. A dear friend of mine is from Midland.
Oh, right. Well, that's another small town.
That's another small town. And so I learned to. But how do we expect to compete in the world when we don't? And I say glorify, but that's really what we're talking. We're not talking about athletics here. I mean, we can argue about Texas football all we want, but Baylor is a totally different story. But let's talk about, why should a child want to strive to achieve above anybody else if they're going to be treated like everybody else? I mean, we're just teaching kids that it's okay to be mediocre? I mean, that's my question. Are we just teaching mediocrity? Have I lost you, Michael? I probably have. There you go. Michael Ray with us today, and we appreciate his time. We were talking to him from Texas, and I had so much rain, who knows what's happened down there. But we appreciate Michael Ray, and want to ask you what you think about it. It's going to be our question of the day next hour. What about salutatorians, valedictorians? Michael, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm
all
back.
right.
I lost you for a second.
Yeah, we lost you. How much rain have you had?
Oh, goodness. We're flooding out down there. They got horses swimming in the streets.
Well, we have them, too. They're called the Chicken Teague Ponies, and they swim over to Assateague Island down on the eastern shore, but it's the other way around, one of the two. Michael, I appreciate you joining us. This is something that parents have to wake up to, and people have to bring out and talk a lot more about, because this is endangering our future.
That's right, brother. Call me if you need me. I appreciate you having me, Mike.
A real pleasure. Bye-bye. Michael Ray Newman joining us today on WSVA.